All right, here it is, sluts. Here it is, sluts. Episode 34 of the I Don't Know What to Do With My Life podcast. And we have a good single topic for you today. And I'm going to partake in some marijuana real quick. Have my coffee, have the marijuana. It's episode 34. And this is the special, the airing of grievances episode. Main theme is getting fired, which is the first ever for me. And it was recent, and I'll tell you the story after we responsibly take some of this. Here we go. You gotta do your stretches. If anyone has any bong techniques, share what you have, although I'm pretty sure I know what you do. And here we go. Exhale. Oh, and there it is. Quite obviously, I am still smoking, even though I was really trying to quit again. But we'll talk about that as we get into this. So, I've had to wait on this fucking episode for a while, because I had so many recorded and so many guests lined up, Shit's just getting big, that I had to fucking wait. And now we're here. We are here. The airing of grievances. Getting fired. So recently, I had a job at a location in Portland, Oregon. And there was a team of about, let's say there's 4 people. Yeah, there was 4 people, right? And the manager being one of them, right? So these fuckers, dude. All right. Everyone, you have your getting fired stories. This is my first. And also, it's funny because I don't even give a shit. All right, so I'm working at this place. I started pretty much the first of the year, January. And I'm retail gold, bitch. Unfortunately, since I've been in music for so long, my day job has been fucking retail for 13 years. So I know it all, and I'm the best of the best. Best at customer service. I can get shit done. So I start working for this place, and there's no structure. We're all just fucking standing there. I'm hired as a sales associate. Just fucking standing, just like, And, they're like, when you stand around dust, and clean. And so I do that, The stores, and literally everybody in the fucking place. Oh my God. The store is cleaner than it's ever fucking been. Or it's as clean as when we first opened. I can't believe it. So I go, yeah. Welcome to my world, bitch. Because when I do shit, it's all out. So I'm a sales associate just fucking standing there dusting, right? And I notice there's a hole on the floor here. And there's a hole on the floor there. And there's holes everywhere. And I'm like, well, shit. I know the backstock is back there. So I asked my manager, hey, dude, what's with these holes? Can I fill these up? And he goes, oh, my God. This is perfect timing, dude. I was just worried. This is what he says to me. I had to find someone to do basically merchandising, and filling the holes on the floor, stocking the floors. And I needed to find someone for this position because the guy that you replaced, that's what he did. And he was just thinking I was a sales associate, I guess. And so I was like, well, I can do that, dude. Like, I can absolutely do that. I mean, I'm already standing here, and if I'm standing here with not that much to do, then I'll step up and do it, because I don't like seeing that shit, on the floor, empty, That's not how you sell shit, son. So he goes, well, great, dude. This is amazing, because I was going to hire someone for this shit. So here's the deal. I'll give you 3 months to do this, okay? And if you prove yourself and you do the job and you can do everything, then, we'll talk about, we're going to do a raise and shit for you. Because, I was going to hire someone for this. So it's great that you can just step up and do it, Hang on, I need coffee. Hang on. So, yeah. God damn. Fuck. I'm choking. So he goes, yeah, so if you can step up and do this, we'll hook you up. And I go, okay, cool. Awesome, dude. So for that 3 months, dude, every fucking day, I just went to work and I just fucking worked because I really wanted to get into a position where I'm making at least fucking 15 or 16 an hour, right? And so they hire me on. So first of all, I'll tell you too, the pay range was $14 to $16 an hour, right? Which is fucking pathetic, but whatever. Don't, fuck off. Anyone's just like, oh my God. But, 14 to 16, depending upon experience. And so with my 13 years of retail, 15 in customer service, they give me 14 to start, right? Depending upon experience, I have tons of experience. They give me the bare minimum, which I was fine with because I knew I'd get a raise as soon as I got in there. So then I get this position. I know the raise is coming. So for 3 months, I do it perfectly. I do everything just to a T. I just came to work and I worked every single day. And then, and we started getting busier as a store. So we started getting so busy that I was basically only filling the holes all day. Because before I'd fill the hole and then I'd help some customers, because it was only me on the floor. But now we had 3 people we hired after me. Or there was one guy there, we hired 2 more people. So now we had 4 salespeople plus a manager. Okay, I was wrong. So it was 5 total. So we had 4 salespeople. So I'm basically filling holes. And so I told my manager, this fucking douchebag little fuck, young motherfucker, right out of college, thinks he knows fucking anything about life, dude. Fucking bullshit. I tell him, like, hey, dude, just so you know, I'm literally working 10 to 6 the whole entire day, hardly even taking a lunch, just to be able to build all this stuff and keep up with you guys selling. So just so you know, I'm not helping customers at all because I simply don't have the time. And he goes, well, of course, dude. I mean, yeah. Well, I understand that, dude. Like, first of all, I told you we don't really look at sales numbers. And they said that. They said, we don't really care about your individual sales. It's a team effort. It's the team. And we get bonuses based off of the team, not you individually. And that's why we do this, because we need to function, And I'm like, of course. So he goes, of course, dude. Yeah, it's just kind of how it is, It's the nature of this new position is that that's going to happen when we get busy, There's only one of you building something, and there's 4 people selling shit, And I was keeping up, so... So that's understood. And I told him that, like 2 months in, right? Yeah, 2 months. I was like, Dad, man, I'm busy. So just so you know. He goes, yeah, of course, dude. So then we get to the 3rd month. Nothing changed ever. I just came in. Holes were filled. Things were done. So we get to the 3rd month, and it's like my review. I know it's like that day or something. I'm telling everyone, like, dude, I'm excited, dude. I worked hard for these 3 months. I did what this guy wanted. He said I was going to get a raise. That's going to be great because, I might even be making like 16 an hour, dude. And that'd be, I can make that work, dude. I was making 14 work just fine. So then we come time for our review, and I'm in the back breaking down cardboard because I sort of turned into this guy who all of a sudden, because I'm doing the building of the stuff, and they have to sell, then I sort of became the cardboard breaker downer too, because sometimes they wouldn't even have time because they'd have to run onto the floor, or most of the time what I noticed is they didn't really try very much. But I did it. That was what I was doing. So I'm back there breaking down cardboard. This motherfucker comes back. How about we do your review? Why don't we just do it now while we're breaking down cardboard? And I thought in my head, well, of course we don't need to sit down. I moved my muff a little. I was like, of course we don't need to sit down and do my review. Let me make sure this is good. Because, I was perfect. So it's like, all he's going to do is be like, and by the way, the whole time up, he just came to me every other fucking day. You're doing a great job. Just want to let you know you're doing a great job. And I was like, cool, dude, And so for a month, he wasn't saying good job every day, and, because we had said it every day for, it was settling in. I was getting comfortable with the job, where you just come in and work and then you go home, And so, yeah, so it comes time for the review. He says, let's do it while we're breaking down cardboard, which is, and I thought because there's nothing, it'll be quick. Yeah, he's going to be like, here's another $1.50 an hour. Nice job. Keep it up. Have a good one, And he basically starts his speech the same fucking way he started his speech the first time that I suggested that I fill the holes and do the merchandising position. So he started it the same way. He goes, so yeah, I think if we just give you 3 months to prove yourself at this position, then, I think we can talk about doing a raise at that time. And they got me on the medical insurance, which was sick. But then he was like, we'll talk about doing a raise at that time. And I'm like, I was just like stunned, dude. I didn't even know so I was just like, all right. And then fucking after that, they left. They were gone for like a fucking vacation. They were gone for like a month, dude. I was fucking pissed. Dude. And my attitude was like, I was at work, I was working, but I was just not happy, dude. Because it's like, I can believe that they would pull something like that when my performance was exactly the same every day. Because I smoke weed. So the day to day, when it's in a routine, you all know. If you fucking know, you smoke weed, it's the same. And guys really like that. I explain this to Ashton all the time. The guys like the routine. Guys like the same. They like it simple. And so I was pissed, and after a month, or, after they were gone for like 3 weeks, and they came back and stuff, we're working, and they had me doing this shit all the time, just left and right. So when I was hired, they said, you're going to have to take out garbage, you're going to have to clean the bathroom, you're going to have to sweep. And I was like, of course, dude. I understand a retail store. I'm going to help out. I'll even build stuff for you. I have experience woodworking, And he said, and every now and then, sometimes, pretty rarely, there's a staging company we have, and we'll have you go in the fucking truck all day moving shit. It sucks. It's not really your job, but it's every now and then someone will call in sick or something, right? So then it turned out every now and then was at bare minimum once a week. I was on a truck on one day that I didn't know which day it was going to be, and he told me the night before kind of shit, right? Because they just wanted it to be my life. No matter, it was their life, so it should be mine too. And for me, fuck you. I'm going to fucking work 9 to 5 that you need me, and all those other times you go fuck yourself. I don't care if you are dead. That's my time. I work 5 days. I get 2 off. That's not a fair trade. So on those 2 off, and on my nights, I don't need to hear fucking shit from you. And they kept wanting to poke their faces into my fucking business, right? So I'm on the truck all the time. So this particular time, I'm now driving a truck and going to pick up a shipment of the product now. Like a fairly large truck that he's like, can you drive this? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess, dude, but I'm not. He wanted like a guarantee that I could drive it. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty positive I can because I can do anything, but you didn't hire me as a truck driver. That's what I was thinking in my head. Like, yeah, I can do it. But in my head, I was like, you didn't hire me as a truck driver, dude. I don't have a, it was just short enough you don't need a CDL or anything, but it's just like, you hired me as a sales associate and visual merchandising lead. Well, it's not where you hired me, but that's what I was going to be. So they send me out there in the middle of fucking nowhere with this address, and I get lost, and I call him, and I'm like, I'm lost, dude. What's the deal with this address? And he goes, I told you. He started yelling at me on the phone, right? So I told him right then and there, I was like, I'm going to have to talk to you later, because I was going to just fucking quit right there. He started yelling at me after all this shit, and then bullshitting me, and I'm out in the middle of nowhere, and that really wasn't, what the fuck? That's good times. So he starts yelling at me. So then when I come back, I clear the air with everything I just told you. The whole story. I said, dude, you said after 3 months, this and this. I did everything perfectly. I did nothing differently every day. You said, good job up until the time of completion. And then you said, we'll see. I just aired everything out. And what he told me was, he's like, well, I looked at your numbers and they were decreasing, from the first month, they were a certain way, and then they were another way, and your presence was more up front as far as your physical presence as well. And I'm just like, did I not tell you that I'm getting sucked into this building so much because there's 4 of you selling, 5 if you were on the floor. No, 4 because I'm the 5th, whatever, fuck. And that was his reasoning. And I think what it was is he just used that as an excuse. I think what his real reasoning was, they didn't have it in the budget. And he shouldn't have said it in the first place, and he wasn't in a position to do so. He's young, he's talking out of his fucking ass, like a douchebag. And so he gives me a 50-cent pity raise. He goes, oh, well, I guess you're right. Because I just backed him into a corner with the fucking logic and said, what is wrong with you? And he just kind of, he was in that corner and went, there's no way out. I am wrong. He knew he was fucking wrong. He knew they were wrong. You fucking know, you motherfuckers. God, you stupid fucking bitch. I would knock you the fuck out. See, guys, we solve things with violence. I told you this is the airing of grievances episode. It's been fucking like 3 weeks. Anyway. So, yeah. and I get this little 50-cent raise, and it's which was enough money for me, honestly. But it's like, I mean, really, the 50 cents pissed me off, honestly. But it was like at $14.50, I can make that work, you know. And then basically from this point, I'll jump ahead, you know, because we go another 3 months or something. And he talks to me a couple times. He goes, "Hey, is everything all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude. Yeah." You know, it never really. And this is what happened in the last 3 months. He'd come to me one time. He said, "Is everything all right?" I said, "Yeah, man. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, I'm just working. Yeah, what's up?" And he's like, "Well, you know, some of the other coworkers are saying, like, you know, something about you just don't seem. Hang on, need water. You just don't seem happy, or like there's something up." And I'm like, "Well, I've never said anything to anyone, and and truly, I'll tell you honestly, every interaction I had with all my coworkers was positive. We were always just joking around and shit. I'd come in, grab some stuff, be like, 'What's up, y'all?' And then I'd, like, you know, leave and go build shit. And it was never not pleasant. It was insane, dude. You know, because I was irritated with the management situation and what they had done, but I had nothing against other fucking coworkers. I did not care. I'm just there to do my shit and then leave, you know, and not bother anyone. And so he came to me once, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, absolutely." He's like, "Well, they just seem like something's up." And I go, "What happened? Did I do something?" They go, "No." I go, "Did I say anything?" They go, "No." They go, "Well, did I look pissed off one day?" And they're like, "No, not really." I'm like, "Okay." So whatever. So he does it again later on. Like a couple months later, he asked me, "Oh, can you help me come do this truck thing?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." So we're in the truck, and he goes, "So I wanted to talk to you." And I'm like, "What are you talking about, dude?" And he does the same thing. "Is everything okay? I guess you said something under your breath once about how you don't like, you know, how." Oh, wait, I was like, it was one coworker in particular said I seemed upset and that should maybe talk. That they should maybe talk to you know, me or whatever, right? So fucking God damn it. I just said the name. I'll have to edit that out. I'm gonna put a silence right on that name, on that fucking spot. This motherfucker, that's his name. Yeah, so he talks to me again, and I said one coworker told him that he should talk to me. And then I fucking got it out of him that basically I said something like kind of half jokingly, like, "Man, I wish we had a break room sometimes, because customers are looking right at the side of my face when I'm eating. Like, you know, they're looking at me because we just ate there, like, on the sales floor." So I'd be like eating a sandwich, and they'd just be like, "The turkey, huh?" And I'd be like, "Oh my God, are you finding everything all right?" Like, because I'd be trying to relax, you know. And so I, you know, made a half joke, because it is kind of true, but I was dicking around, you know, about, God, they're always looking at the side of your face when you're eating a turkey sandwich. So he told him to talk to me because of that, and that's what I got out of it, because I was searching for everything. I'm like, all we ever do is joke around with this guy. What the fuck are you talking about? So I kept digging and digging, and he was like, "Well, what about this?" And I was like, "That must be it, dude. We never had any kind of anything." So basically, yeah. And so we'll jump to the end-ish. Well, that's the end. So at the end, he basically was saying, you know, I heard the word microaggression in the speech, the firing speech. I heard the word microaggression. There was a lot of, like, it just seems like kind of talk. And they basically, you know, it was basically their perception of my attitude, which is crazy because, and I forgot to tell you, so at the beginning when he gave me when we aired the grievances the first time, I told this motherfucker, or he told me, you know, the way I judge your work is, number one, your attitude, and number two, your actual work. And I'm like, so you're telling me that the first thing you judge me on is my attitude. So that's your perception of my attitude. That's how you think I feel. That's what you're telling me. Instead of rather measurable work criteria that I can measure physically should be the number one criteria. And then after that, how does he get the job done? Is he happy as he's doing it? First of all, it should be, does he get the job done? But not with him. Not in Portland. Portland is very emotional. In Portland, it's how do I feel he's doing? Not how is he actually doing? Are the numbers going up? Yes, they are going up as part of this puzzle piece. So how is he at fault here? Because the numbers are going up. Everything's getting done that we asked him to. Well, because you just don't seem. So I heard the word microaggression. And then when I heard that shit, I just like, You know, and microaggression is just like, if you don't know, it's the person who's doing it is not aware they're doing it. It's fucking horse shit. Biggest bullshit millennial goddamn shit I've ever heard in my life. Episode 34. Hating the current generation. But yeah, and so after, and it was funny. So the day that he let me go that night, I was fucking gonna put in my 2 weeks. I had a dental thing coming up. I'm gonna have my dad do it instead, and so I could get off the insurance. I was gonna put in my 2 weeks that day, at the end of July. But instead, I got the 2 weeks for free because I got fired. So that's the first time I've ever been fired. I've never even been like talked to at a job. I've never been like reprimanded really. It's fucking and the job I was at before I got laid off. That's how I had to get this job. That's stupid. In Portland. Yeah, they'll never hear this. Doesn't matter. Maybe I'll edit that. I don't care. But yeah, this new place, that was their reasoning, is how they felt I felt. And how you feel that I feel, or something. Because I don't think it holds up in court. If a lawyer asks a question on the stand like, how did you feel that he felt? Or how did you perceive that he felt? The other guy would be like, objection, you can't tell me how you can't tell me how another person is feeling. You can tell me how you think, but that's no evidence. That doesn't work. That doesn't hold up, dude. Fucking bullshit. But I was going to put in my 2 weeks. I fucking hate them. Now, I really hate them. It's just like, you try not to hold on to hate, but it's just like, they're so stupid. I don't hold on to it, actually. I haven't even talked about it or thought about it. And here's the thing. I had like $7,000 almost in my account. So I just said, fuck it, dude. I've had like 10 interviews. I've already gotten like 3 jobs that I haven't taken. I'm fucking around. This is my fucking summer, bitch. Fucking fire me. I'm not a regular fucking dirtbag. I always have like $5,000 to $6,000 on me. I mean, now I have less, but we're coming into September. As soon as I hit September, I'm getting a fucking job. Someone's hired me. This fucking attitude, there's no way you're not hiring me. And if you hear this, hire me. I'm the best you ever had. This fucking microaggression shit. I'm a real man, and I get shit done. But yeah, so I just said, fuck it, dude. I'm hanging out. I have a pool at my apartment. I'm hanging by the pool. I'm fucking just like, dude, I just do whatever the fuck I want, dude. I have the money, and I have my girlfriend here, so I'm not paying rent alone. My rent's only like $550, dude. I can buy myself a couple months of dicking around for nothing, dude. So it's been a full month today, actually. And I don't give a fuck. I don't care about money. I don't care about anything because I have enough for now. Coming into the season of hiring, September, October, I'm guaranteed to get a job in September. I already have like 3 things that they can call me any day on, And I'm constantly sending shit out, and I'm qualified to do shit, especially in retail. My God. I almost got a couple music teaching jobs, but they're basically like, can you live for $12 an hour part-time? You have to sign a contract and you cannot leave. And I'm like, oh my God, dude. And then another guy's like, oh, I'm opening a school, but you're probably never going to get hours ever, and I can't tell you anything about anything ever. So it's like, that's something I'm going to just have to start on the side, and I'm still going to do that, but I'm going to do that while I'm working, obviously, because I need to eat in the fucking meantime. But I had a couple on the line because it was August here, but they fucking just don't, it doesn't seem like they're going to quite work out. That's the other thing. Airing of grievances, episode 34. Fucking being really qualified to do something and then not being able to do it because of the fucking the shit that people make up in life, like the little pieces of paper. Dude, I'm a fucking professional guitar player and a professional singer, and I can't get jobs teaching kids or anybody guitar lessons at any sort of establishment. I can do it independently and get a little client book, but doing it at an actual establishment where you have a job, they won't ever fucking consider it, and it's fucking insanity. It's like when fucking C.T. Fletcher was saying he couldn't go get a job as a fucking personal trainer, but he had held the world record bench press at one point. It's like, sorry, sir, you don't have any paper. It's like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? I can play a 1-4-5. I can teach a 1-4-5 to anyone in the world, and I have techniques. I'm a smooth teacher. I'm funny. Fucking, it's easy. But they think you need to be from Berkeley to do that. And first of all, fuck Berkeley. Go fuck yourself. I looked at your stupid online courses, fucking Berkeley, douchebags. The black dude in the video has my guitar, a Highway 1 Fender Stratocaster with black fucking pickups in the Sunburst. Same exact guitar as mine. and the guy plays like a fucking puss, your goddamn credits, 3 credits are $5,000. $5,000 for 3 credits. And they're like, you need like 80 credits, 90 or 120. Go fuck yourself. I already know how to play. Fuck you. I can play better than half the fucking people. And the thing is, I'm not like a shredder guy necessarily. I can do a little bit of that. You know, I'm not like Randy Rhoads, really. There are guys who can shred more than me and shit, and they can outdo me in that way. But I notice that they don't do. They can't fucking touch a crowd that same fucking way. There's different kinds of players, and what do you want to be? You're going to be a guy who can shred for days. You know, I mean, Yngwie Malmsteen can do that. It's very difficult to do that, and really, there's a different way to touch people when there's more spaces between the notes you're playing and things. More Stevie Ray Vaughan-esque, you know, Hendrix, Clapton, blues essentially, right? Shit. But that is fucking, you know, I'm that type of player that I touch crowds more and I go for it. And I do shred. I mean, don't get me fucking wrong, bitch. I can outshred 90% of people. I've never come in contact with someone that could just totally, or I couldn't even like, no, there's no one. There's no level. There's no way. No way. I can play with anyone on the face of the fucking planet. And I'm so creative. I'll dance along with you. You can do some weird shit where you start slapping the neck and shit. I don't care. I'm like a fucking monkey, dude. When I start playing, it's all natural, dude. And it's all built in deep from childhood. It's not like this Berkeley shit where this motherfucker's been playing for 4 years, but he knows everything. It's like, well, great. I noticed your vibrato is lacking because you've been playing for 4 years. Your knowledge is insane, but your hand still can't do it. So what good is all the knowledge in the world if your hand can't convey what you want in your brain? It's fucking useless, Berkeley. Suck my dick. Every music school in the world, suck it. What good is all the knowledge in the world if you don't have the strength in your hand from a lifetime of playing to be able to convey it? Fucking idiots. Fucking stupid, dude. And someone like me who knows this shit, you need to develop slowly into it over time. My vibrato's so fucking good, like Stevie Ray Vaughan's. So fucking good because it's so fucking real. And it's so deep embedded in my life. I've had the vibrato since I was fucking 18, which isn't, no, maybe even earlier. I was fucking around on a guitar, you know? I've had that longer than anyone that I know, and you can tell. You can tell. And I can sing, and I can drum, I can play bass, I can teach anything with strings, dude. So, yeah, it's... Oh, this is episode 34 of the I Don't Know What to Do With My Life podcast. And we're airing grievances. So, yeah, email into the IDK WTD podcast at outlook.com. One guy said he tried to email from Wisconsin 6 times, but I hope I didn't fuck that up. Oh, I lost one of them. But email in your fucking getting fired stories if it's just fucking bullshit. If you hear the word microaggressions and things that don't really exist in there, something's fucking wrong. And these people fucking suck. And you don't need to worry about fucking money so much. So long as you have enough to live, you know. And then when it gets to a certain point, you need to fucking worry and get your ass out there. But until then, there's no reason to panic extra when you have $6,000 sitting in the fucking account. $6,000 in there. And if you're smart, you can make that last a long time. We're going to Spokane to fuck around for a fucking weekend. But who cares, dude? Yeah, who gives a shit? Well, I'll edit all the names of the shit I said by accident. Oh, that means I really have to listen to this. I hate doing that editing shit, dude. It's fucking brutal. All right, well, yeah, let me know about this. I don't know. It doesn't seem real, this microaggression stuff. Getting fired. It's always funny when you get fired on the day you were actually going to put in your 2 weeks, but I didn't say that, you know, because it was like, well, yeah, I was going to put in my 2 weeks anyway. You know, like, you know, that's what's on. They would be like, yeah, right, dude, you're probably devastated. And I was like, no, dude, I swear to God I was, but there's fucking little douches, dude. In Portland, there's a lot of those pussies, and we're now playing open mics, the band, the Deep Wells, SoundCloud / the Deep Wells, SoundCloud.com / Deep Wells. We're playing open mics, people are fucking blowing their goddamn minds. They don't even know what the fuck hit them around this pussy town. You don't see guitar players like me all the time, and you don't hear songs like this all the time. These songs are old, bitch. We'll get some more recordings up, but fuck. So we're going to go tonight, butt fuck. We're going to go tonight and butt fuck the Portland town with the fucking best guitar player in the world, bitch. All right, later. Peace.